Welcome back. What we working on right now is the finishing breakdown touches and stuff. I basically found out some bad news as far as this 38 supercharged motor. So I guess what I'm I guess what I gotta do is change out the crankshaft and some good bearings and stuff, and hopefully this motor will be all together. I still gotta put some stuff together as far as the supercharger and a couple of other things though. But this is what I end up finding out. And this is one way you could check if you got a 3800 motor and your motor is knocking. I'm gonna show you underneath here what happened to mine. Anyways, I was just coming off the highway and I was pressing the gas or whatnot, and I was getting on it a little bit, and then I end up getting off the highway, and immediately I started hearing a bah bah like a knocking sound. So I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not thinking the worst of it, and then come to the house, I'll break it, I'll break it down or whatnot, and then I'm thinking like, okay, I'm starting to break down because the push rods is a little bit, just because it's got 175,000, and the pistons look okay, they're not shattered, the lifters are perfect, like, so I'm thinking if the camshaft was damaged or something, it would have some wear to the lifters. So that's because I gotta do the same thing with my charger. So I'm thinking it's got to be just this part, and once I put it back together, which I'm gonna talk to a couple shops, see how much they're gonna charge me, because I'm gonna have to find a truck to lift the motor out, and yeah, this was a painful process, man. It really hurt me, that I end up finding out that it was worse than what it was. So it's all good though, because I ain't gonna sweat it. Give me a year, I'll have it back together, brand new, everything, gaskets, nuts, bolts. I found a crack in my exhaust manifold, so kind of messed me up. But let me go ahead and show you right quick instead of talking and stuff. Okay, so you see my pistons and stuff like that. Everything's okay. Got a little antifreeze from taking the heads and stuff off, but as you can see, they're really not that bad. This one right here might have to be harmed or whatever, however you say that. But yeah, that's the piston right there. So I'm gonna go into the car. As you can see, man, this thing looks bare. I broke it down all the way, yo. I hope this back exhaust manifold ain't cracked or anything, but I know the front one is. I had a crack, I didn't even see it. It's crazy, but all right. On to under here. Okay. So what we're looking at right now, this is where the crankshaft is, and all the piston rods and stuff connect onto the crankshaft. It's nothing like I think it's more important than it can. I'm not sure. I'm not no mechanic, but I just work on them. I just work on cars. But here we go. Can you hear it? You can sure hear it. And then pistons don't look that bad. I mean, they really don't. Like, but my thing is, I think what really happened is the dude that had this car did not know that it took 10W30, I guess. Because when I went to go get the car and he was filling up the car, I seen he was putting 5W30 in there. And this is a supercharged motor, which I think it needs to be a little bit thicker in order for, yeah, it needs to be a little bit more thicker just to to accommodate the supercharger and all that stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. I could probably do this by myself, man. It really ain't that bad, but I ain't trying to mess with this type of stuff. That's a little bit too much. So I'll call a shop, had to take it out and take it to the shop. So basically it's my camshaft / bearings. So that shouldn't be too hard because everything else is looking gravy besides that one. Yeah, I don't see nothing. So hopefully I can get this took out and stuff within about at least a couple months, but I'll have the motor done within, I would say, I would have the motor done within a year. I would give it a year because I got other stuff to worry about.